Once upon a time, there was a time when gaming companies were not greedy, man. Who remembers that time? I mean, gaming companies now, they just want to steal all your money with all the battle passes, microtransactions, and the game that comes out is not even fully baked in the oven. It seems like it's just half baked, and then they have updates that quote unquote make the game full. That should not be how it is, man. Back in the day, though, games used to come out full. You know, everything used to be nice. There was rarely any bugs and glitches. Like, don't get me wrong, there were still bugs and a bunch of bullcrap. But for the most part, a lot of games when they came out were fully polished, man. Fully polished games. Like, there wasn't any microtransactions, like ads or anything hitting you right when you hit the menus or anything like that. And you should just actually be like, it used to actually be worth your $60 or $70, whatever. But it seems like now, man, most of the games, I'm gonna be honest, are not worth 60 or now, not $60 anymore. They're not worth $70. Most of these games out here are not worth $70, as most of these games are half baked. There's not a lot of effort put into it. And it's mostly just microtransactions. Like, that's all they care about. It's just microtransactions. The last game I generally played that was like a classic game that wasn't like microtransaction heavy stuff was Elden Ring, man. And Elden Ring, we all know how great that game is. But Elden Ring, like, that game did not focus on how can we steal our consumers' money. Instead, they focused on an incredible and amazing experience. And most games used to be like that. I'm going to be honest. Even sports games, Call of Duty, they used to be like that. They used to focus more on making the game incredible. Like, for example, sports games, man. I'm talking like 2K 13, 14, 15. You know, they used to just focus on most of the gameplay and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, there were some microtransaction stuff like that, but as I said, for the most part, gameplay and the actual game itself was the main profit, you know. But now it seems like, especially with Call of Duty as well and sports games, the main profit is the microtransactions, the battle passes, the skins, the packs, you know, from my team or Ultimate Team if you play Madden. It's just unbelievable, and it's so unbelievable at this point that most of it is just super expensive, man. Like, I remember 2K16, a shirt was like 500 to 1,000 VC, or 2,000 VC for like a jersey, right? But now, like, a shirt's like 10,000 VC. Like, what is that? Like, I know inflation's in real life, right? But why does inflation have to be in sports games as well? You know? And then they focus, like, most of like the companies, they focus on the wrong things. They really do, in my opinion. Like, most of the AAA companies, they focus on the wrong things. They don't focus on the core gameplay or anything like that. They focus on these quote unquote features that no one asked for and no one cares about. Like, let's take a 2K look at 2K, for example. Who remembers back in like 2K 14, 15, 16, we had the My Park, right? We had the Sunset Beach, the Ripid City, the Old Town. Like, that was peak right there. That was exactly how it should be left, and that's about it. Like, that's that. But now they decided to release this brand new huge city that nobody really cares about. Instead of actually going in and playing basketball, now you're doing these side quests, making music with like J. Cole. I think that was one 2K, right? Where you made music with J. Cole. Like, get that out of here, man. I'm not trying to make music with J. Cole or do any of these side quests or be in any of these cutscenes. I'm trying to play basketball. That's what I bought the game for, is to play basketball. And so you have to travel this entire freaking road, entire city, all these stores, whatever, just to get to a basketball court. And I remember too, back in the older 2Ks, you could literally buy whatever from the menu. Like, you could be waiting on your My Park spot, and then you could go in the store menu and you could buy literally whatever from whatever store, like Foot Locker, whatever. You could buy jerseys, shoes. What happened to that, man? Like, that used to be so much better, as the game focused more on you playing basketball instead of just, okay, here's all these stores that you go to, and it's always just a bunch of ads, like the bunch of billboards, right? Oh, look at this brand new card, go to my team and buy it. Or, hey, look, we have a VC sale, go buy it. It's just super annoying at this point, man. And it's the same thing for other games too, like Call of Duty, man. Just this whole like battle passes, and then Call of Duty always tries to like change up the battle pass just to be quote unquote different. Like, no, bro, like, get that out the game, man. No one wants the battle pass. Battle passes only work for battle royales, man. The fact that sports games are doing it, I think it's ridiculous. And the fact that a lot of these story games as well are doing it. Like, for example, the new DC game, what was it? The Suicide Squad Justice League, or Killer Justice League. Why is there a battle pass in that game? Why is there microtransactions in a story game? That is absolutely unbelievable in my opinion. I don't know why it's like that. Now listen, I know Batman Arkham Knight, right? It does have some skins and stuff like that for like $2-3. Like, I think that's fair, right? If you want to add like different skins to your character for like $2-3, I think that's great, right? But the fact that we have to grind or spend money to, you know, go to this battle pass or battle pass, it's just super annoying, man. Battle pass is basically like if you actually keep up with battle passes every single season, it's like a full-time job. If you don't pay, if you do for free, right, it's like a full-time job. You have to, like, every time a new season comes out, you have to just play the game, grind it out until you get the season 100 level skin. Most of the time the level 100 skin are not even that good. Most of the time, like, the 95s or like the 97 skins are the best, man. I just miss when games weren't so microtransaction heavy and they actually focus on the gameplay. It was gameplay first, then microtransactions. But now it's all about, okay, how can we how can we get the most profit? You know, it's more of microtransactions first, then gameplay second. They don't really focus on the gameplay anymore, man. And that's why I feel like gaming right now is in such like an annoying phase, because every company is just trying to take your money, man. It really is, dude. Like, it's gotten so bad to the point. And gaming right now is more bigger, like, it's bigger than ever. Now, don't get me wrong, gaming back in the day was huge as well, but I feel like now, especially with like streaming and Twitch and the whole social media thing, right, I feel like gaming is really at its top. And businesses, like, I listen from a business perspective, I understand why you want to take a lot of the consumer's money, right? Because, like, it's just natural. But my goodness, man, can you just calm down with the microtransaction? It's just ridiculous, man. Like, I miss when games didn't do this, man. Like, I miss when games actually came out polished at launch and there weren't just ads freaking going crazy at you. Hey, buy this, buy that. And I miss when things were faster too, man, where you could get to a game faster, where you could get to whatever faster. Now you have to wait like all this time, and then all these messages, you have to close out all these ads, whatever. It's just super inconvenient, and it's just super annoying. So that's kind of what I wanted to speak about today, because I just don't understand how we take a step back, man. You know, it just feels like most of these games just want to steal your money. It doesn't even feel like the game was made with heart, soul, passion, any of that, man, except for Elden Ring, the last game that I played. And don't get me wrong, man, like, there are some other games out there that aren't like this, but for the most part, most AAA titles and the best-selling games are exactly like this. I think Hogwarts Legacy, I don't know if it had a battle pass or anything like that, but a lot of people said that game didn't. I mean, I don't know if it was microtransaction heavy. I didn't really pay attention to that game like that because it's something I'm not really interested in. But for the most part, a lot of story games and a lot of like AAA games, most of the best-selling games just focus on stealing your money. Like, I get it. If a game is free, like Fortnite, right? Like Fortnite, I feel like that's where the battle pass and stuff like that, the microtransactions work, because the game is free. Like, you could just play Fortnite whenever. It is free. So I feel like that's like the best case scenario where you can have microtransactions and battle pass and stuff like that. But instead, you have to pay, well, for other titles, you have to pay for $70 for the base game. And then you have to pay even more. Like, why am I paying $200 just to have fun and stay competitive in these games? Now, for Call of Duty isn't like that, but for like sports games, right, like 2K, Madden, why do I have to spend like $200 to be competitive just for my things to get reset the following year? I just don't understand it, man. And it's something that's really frustrating to me personally, because I experienced the great ages of gaming, man. I experienced what gaming could be, but now it just seems like it's taken such a terrible direction that I wish most gaming companies will look at and say, hey, you know what, man, like, let's actually make a good product. You know, it seems like most of these companies are not making a good product at all, and they're just focusing strictly on profits, which is annoying, man. That's why I still play a lot of the older games, man, like the older titles. Like, I play a lot of the older Call of Duty games. I still play like Minecraft. You know, Minecraft is not like that's a totally different game. And I know Minecraft like that is kind of like a battle pass transaction heavy, but it works because Minecraft is usually like really cheap, right? It's like 10, 15 bucks or 20 bucks. I don't remember exactly. I remember I spent 20 bucks for my PS3 Minecraft or the PS4 version of Minecraft. So I get it when it's like that, right? But for the most part, like, I'm not paying 70 bucks just to spend my entire lifetime or my entire, like, my whole time, right, like months and months trying to grind battle passes instead of just like spending money. You know, it's either you spend money or you grind 500 hours of your life. Like, which one are you gonna choose? Like, you have to pick your poison. You literally have to pick your poison. So I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of the nonsense. Make gaming fun again. Make gaming less microtransaction heavy, and just make gaming how it's supposed to be, man. A fun and enjoyable experience. So yeah, that's all I really have for you guys today, man. I just wanted to talk about this day because it's kind of bothering me, man. Like, playing these like titles, like these newer titles, I'm like, bro, why am I getting bombarded with ads? Especially Call of Duty, right? I'm like, bro, why am I getting bombarded with ads? I just want to play the game. You know, I just want to play the game, man. And even then, like, most of the games aren't even good. I'm like, bro, this is trash, you know? So I just feel like it's just mostly focused on microtransactions, and it just seems like corporate greed is really taking over the gaming industry, which is terrible. So yeah, it's kind of like something you knew was coming, but seeing it actually here, it just sucks, man. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's video, of course, like, subscribe for your brand new. That's all I have for you guys today. Follow my socials, and I'm out. See you guys later.